Back in the old days, web design meant fixed layouts with static size and page elements that never moved. And if it didn't look quite right on certain systems, then that was just the cost of doing web design. A lot has changed. Now we have a bevy of mobile devices with screen sizes that range from the very small to nearly the size of a laptop. Enter responsive web design. If you're developing for the modern web, it's something that you have to understand, and in this video, I'll provide an overview of responsive web design. Responsive web design is a web design method that strives to create websites that are optimized for the viewing experience. This means easy to read, easy to navigate websites that reduce the amount of user-driven resizing, panning, and scrolling. Responsive web design came out of a very real need. The rather sudden appearance of handheld devices and mobile browsers in 2007 changed the way people access the internet. Suddenly, the restraints of desktop computing were removed, and rather than having to sit in front of a desktop or laptop computer, people began carrying the web around in their pockets. And web developers had to respond because that nice-looking website that they designed for a large screen no longer looked so nice when it was loaded on a smartphone or a tablet. Websites responded with mobile-specific websites, and while they're still used today, they really aren't the best possible solution for delivering web content to mobile devices. In 2010, Ethan Marcotte wrote an article called Responsive Web Design, and his insights discuss how designers need to adapt to the medium that's delivering their content. In terms of websites, there are three main approaches. Adaptive websites use media queries to target specific device characteristics, for example, asking the mobile browser to return the screen resolution. Fluid websites use percentages rather than fixed widths, allowing the browser to adapt the content on the screen according to the device's resolution. And responsive websites are designed using a fluid grid and use media queries to control the design and content as it's scaled up or down on the device. Responsive design is the combination of flexible grids, flexible media, and media queries. Flexible grids refer to the way a website is logically subdivided, and web designers all know that a web page is essentially a layout of invisible boxes that form a grid. This boxy design has many advantages, but it can all fall apart when a website is forced to be displayed on a small screen. Flexible grids are a method for creating a web page that can have any number of columns which scale to any width. This provides a level of adaptability when a site needs to be shown on a smartphone or tablet. Flexible media is treated in a similar manner. Websites need to be media rich, but what happens when a website has a large number of pictures or videos and it needs to be displayed on a small device? Well, with flexible media, we can adapt the size of the media to accommodate the screen. Finally, media queries are mechanisms that get the characteristics of a target device, things like the type of device, its screen size, its browser type and version, and so on. So we can query a device and get back information like, this is Chrome running on an Android device and here's the screen resolution, or this is an iPad running Safari and here's the screen resolution. Using media queries, you can apply how a website is rendered to a device using CSS styles that react based on the media query.